Oh, that's hot. So I'm gonna drink it anyway. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Lauren. Wow, I actually hate outros and intros. I do videos on like all sorts really. I don't really do anything beauty or makeup related because I suck at makeup. And fashion, again, can't dress myself, but I do lots of challenges, videos on mental health, day-to-day stuff, vlogs, I'm trying to think, just like anything, yeah. So yeah, if that's something that you think you might like, really selling myself there, then please subscribe, turn on that bell notification, like my videos. I appreciate it all so much. I can't believe I've got over 80 subscribers, like 80 people have over 80 people have subscribed to this channel and watched my videos. Like, that is mad. And even though people have subscribed, I still find it bizarre when people say to me like, oh my god, I watched this video, haha, like I watched this video, I laughed so much, or like something. So I'm just like, what? Like, you actually sat through it, or you actually watched it? Like, that's crazy. So yeah, thank you so much. One of my lights is missing, it's gone out, and I'm trying to work out if it's annoying that only one of them's on. I don't know if I need the light. Okay, I feel like that's fine, and it's definitely better for my OCD. Okay, so on today's video, we're going to be talking about exams, how to handle your exam stress, how to look after yourself during exam season. A lot of people are starting their exams tomorrow, so if you're watching this right now, I know you're probably so stressed, like you're probably feeling guilty for even watching this or doing anything that's not revising. I know that my sister has her A-level exams start like this next week coming, and a lot of people who are doing their GCSE'S and A-levels are starting this next week as well. Apologies, because I know probably a lot of you have already started, and especially at uni a lot of people have done and finished all their exams, so I know that it's not exam season for everyone. But I feel like this is when a lot of people are starting their exams, and it is so scary. And I just wanted to put like a little video up just as a little bit of like motivation and just like positivity and just like real good luck and good, like, you know, vibes for the next week coming, because it is tough. Like, it's tough when exams start, and some of you have got them lasting until like the middle of June, so it's not just like a couple of exams and it's over. I know for a lot of people who will be sitting GCSEs, you might have over like 20 exams. Like, what? Like, that's crazy. So yeah, we're just going to talk a bit about that today. Firstly, I just want to talk about like really how to look after yourself during exam period. Like I've said, it is so stressful and so overwhelming, and you can have pressures coming from like everyone. Like, your parents are applying pressure, your friends are maybe applying pressure, maybe you feel like in competition with your friends, or they're kind of being like, oh well, da 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 da, and you're really struggling or something. Maybe your partner is pressuring you a little bit, and do you know what? Probably the person who's pressuring you the most and setting the highest expectations is yourself. So just try and relax as much as possible. Try and get as much sleep as possible. Try and drink as much water as possible. Like, fill your body with stuff that it needs. Try and keep off like the fast food or the junk food or the takeaways, because it's just going to make you feel rubbish, and so much of how you do in your exams will be up to your like mental health as well. Make sure you're giving your body plenty of fluid, staying hydrated, not like filling yourself with basically sugar, and trying to give yourself like quick energy, because again, you need your body to be like alert and focused and at its best. Sleep, please guys, try and sleep. I know it is so hard, and stress is a big factor in this, because if you're stressed and wound up, you can't sleep. But please try and sleep. Don't be revising until the early hours of the morning. It's not good for you. It's not good. It's not gonna go in. Like, it's not gonna go in. It's much better to get like sleep and recharge. Someone once said to me that, like, if you imagine your brain is like a computer, and when you're asleep it's restoring all the data. So when you're sleeping, you're like solidifying what you have learned that day, and your brain is going over and over and over it. Yeah, so the more you sleep, the more knowledge it's gonna like have, what's the word, absorbed. So please make sure you're sleeping. You can't go to a 9 AM exam on like 4 hours sleep. It's not going to help you perform well. Having said that, on the flip side, I know a lot of people struggle with sleep when they're stressed and their anxiety is through the roof. Please don't beat yourself up if you're not doing all these things that, like, I guess what I've just said and what Google and what kind of people will say to you. It's not easy. It's not just about sucking lemons in the morning and getting 12 hours of sleep and you'll be sound. I recognise completely that when I'm anxious and I'm nervous, I cannot sleep. My brain will not switch off. So I'm not saying like, oh, it's that easy, just go to bed at 10, like, what are you doing? I'm just saying try your hardest to like help yourself do those things. Something that I do when I can't sleep that sends me right off to sleep is called ASMR. If you type that into YouTube, you will get a load of videos. They are so weird, you will think they're weird. I thought they were weird, but they help so much. And basically what it is it's like a lot of noises and sounds that trigger your brain into like falling asleep. You might have noticed it, like, you know, if someone like tickles your back or tickles your arm or whatever, if you've got a boyfriend or girlfriend that is good enough to do that, then you'll know what I'm talking about, and you get that kind of tingly, nice feeling. That's kind of what it does to you. It makes you really relaxed. It's just like, it makes me sleepy even talking about it. You may have also have spoke to someone who's got a voice that you feel like it really puts you to sleep. Again, that's like the sort of ASMR thing. If you just put that on and just lay there and listen to it, like it will possibly help you go to sleep. You can also do stuff like putting lavender or jasmine under your pillow, and that sort of stuff helps you sleep. Staying off your phone for a couple of hours before, I would really struggle with that because I'm a phone addict. But yeah, I do try not to be on my phone right before I'm going to sleep, especially if I like have to be asleep. I'll try and just put my phone down or put it on charge across the room like 45 minutes before, and then just get into bed and just maybe read a book. Like, if you can read, reading really makes you tired, it makes your eyes tired, so it kind of will calm you down. Try not to eat just before bed either, because eating before bed it stimulates the body. It makes your body, like, your body's doing something, do you know what I mean? It's like if you were shutting down a machine, like in a factory or something, you'd want to stop putting through stuff early on so you could slow the machine down and clean it. But if your machine's slowing down, then you suddenly process a whole new load of stuff that needs to go through. It's just going to all get revved back up again. So try not to eat just before you're going to bed, and yeah, like I said, try and eat well. You can reward yourself with a fat Mackies after this is all over. Just try and, you know, eat well. But mainly it's more psychological. Like, please just don't beat yourselves up. Exams do not define you. I know everyone says that, and it's so easy for me to say that when, like, exams don't really matter to me and all that sort of stuff, but they really, really don't define you. And people get themselves into states over exams, and it's really difficult because that is so normal and so valid. But you will look back and you'll be like, yeah, that was not worth it. Listen, I am the worst person for revising. I never learned how to revise, ever. My kind of like school education was a bit rubbish as I got into year 10 and 11, because I moved to a school that was very creative based, and it was very good at those creative subjects, but the actual subjects like maths and science and English were not taught as good. I think in year 11 I had 8 different maths teachers, just because they kept coming and leaving. So it wasn't the best. I didn't learn how to revise properly. I tried so many times. I tried different knacks. I tried watching videos, writing, like, I even wrote like a song to try and remember something. and I just didn't enjoy it. I just hated it. Like literally there was no time where I was out of the house more and doing more than in year 11. Like my friends would come over to help, like to all revise together, and we'd end up just like ordering pizza and just sitting and having DMCs and then getting drunk and then going out or whatever, I don't even know. Not out, just like going out. And it's the summer, like who wants to be in revising when you could be outside like having barbecues and sat in your garden and stuff. I get it. So like I was rubbish. I didn't revise for anything. I think I revised a little bit for history and a little bit for maths, and I learned my Spanish assessments. That was literally it. I'm very lucky that I am already quite good at English and history, so I knew I didn't need to revise to pass those, which isn't good, because if I got a B in my English, and that was without revising, without trying, just like turning up on the day. If I'd have pushed myself, imagine what I could have got. And like it was the same for my history. Like I loved history, I had a passion for it, which is why I enjoyed it and why I remembered stuff. But I didn't really push myself. Like imagine if I'd pushed myself, I could have got a really, really good grade. Maths, I was lucky. I literally scraped through on a C. I was never good at maths. I do remember revising, but I was never very good. And I remember that I think you had to get 44 to pass, and I got 44 on the dot. So I probably had a really nice invigilator who didn't want to, you know, just fail me by like 1 or 2 marks or something. So maybe if I'd had someone harsher marking, then I wouldn't have passed my maths GCSE. So I do feel so lucky. I passed Spanish well on my speaking and writing. I was always good at speaking and writing Spanish. Wasn't as good at reading or listening because it's so difficult, but I still did well. But again, like if I'd sat and actually listened and actually got good at my listening, I probably would have passed that really well. And what else did I do? Spanish, English, history and science. So those are the only ones we did, because we were not a drama school, but like it was a creative school, an art school, and we didn't get to do 4 options. We only got to do 2, so my 2 were history and Spanish. And science, I just had the worst science teacher. He used to let us sleep during our lessons, like actually sleep, and he would not wake us up. Like we would just sit there drawing stuff. He used to go out the room and stuff. So I did try and revise a bit for science, but I failed science. I think I got an A in my coursework, and I think I got a B in my actual biology paper, but my chemistry and my physics, I failed badly. I think I got like a U on my physics or something. It's not something I'm proud of at all. It's just like, whatever, it is what it is. I haven't got a science GCSE, like thank God you don't have to have all 3 anymore, you only have to have maths and English. But your gal's still doing a Bachelor of Science degree, so I'm just saying it's really not the end of the world. Like I know that for some of you it will feel like your world is ending and stuff like that, but no job has ever asked me for my GCSEs. No, like my uni I needed like the credits, I needed like the BTEC points, not like my maths and science, you know what I mean? So mine was really done on interview. So I'm just saying that, of course, in life, I guess, if you are very academically strong and you pass all flying colours, you could probably go down any route, all the doors are open for you, blah 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 blah, in the terms of an academic sense. But I think there is too much pressure put on that you need to have these GCSEs and you need to have these A-levels, otherwise you can't access the next step of life, you'll go nowhere, blah 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 blah, and it's just not true. Like, it's not true. Your exam results are not more important than your mental health, so please look after yourselves. Please don't put the strain of this exams on your shoulders to the point where you are literally having breakdown after breakdown and you are really suffering, because they're not worth it. They're not worth it. Like, you will get through it, you will survive, you will be okay. I promise you, this will be over so soon. You just really need to like keep it positive, like keep the energy positive. Just figure out like your way of learning if you can. I never really found one, but if you find that like watching videos and taking notes is what works best for you, or index cards, cue cards are what works best for you, or like questions or writing out essay questions is what works best for you, then please do it and just stick to that. Like, that's okay, there's no right or wrong way. If you like, you know, making pictures or colouring, that's fine too. Like, there's no right or wrong way to learn. But I'm not here to preach about how to revise or give you the best tips on revision, because I really did not revise and I don't know them. So yeah, this is just a little video just to be like, you know, keep it positive. Just, I know that some of you are just going to be like in bed like crying and fretting and anxious and having panic attacks, and like it's the worst. I hate exams, I hate the way they work, I hate the pressure that they put on people. I don't think they're like a true representation of your education or the things that you've been taught. Classic example, my A-level history exam. I loved A-level history. It was exactly what I wanted to do. It was about Nazi Party, it was about Russia, it was about the American during the Second World War. It was all modern history that I absolutely love learning about, and we had like say 16 topics and I knew like 14 of them off by heart, like all the proper ones, all about how Hitler came to power, about how, you know, Stalin, and like just the whole of Russia and America joining the war. I mean, I enjoyed writing these exam questions. I would go home and watch like documentaries. I love it. And the two topics that came up in my A-level history exam were surrounding German farmers and how German farmers were affected by the Second World War. German farmers. And I literally cried in my exam because it was such a weak topic that I thought, it's not even something I'm interested in. It's not even a good topic. It had come up the year before, so our teacher had said it probably wouldn't come up. So I didn't really know that much, so I kind of made three or four very weak points. And that just shows, because I just scraped my A-level history, but I think if I'd got a question on, say for example, Hitler's rise to power or something like that, I would have come out with a really good mark. And that doesn't, you know, yeah, it still makes me angry to this day, because it's just so silly. My whole 2 years of A-level learning were based on what I knew about how German farmers were affected by the Second World War, which is just the most boring topic. Like, so there we go. It's always going to be that way until they find another way on how to, you know, test us, I guess. Right, sorry, I had to have a little break and it's got significantly darker outside, so now it looks really bright in here. But yeah, what was I saying? I just think that exams aren't the correct way to find out people's intelligence, because it's like, where's these? It's like, what's that? There's that photo of like a tree, and it's like there's an elephant and like a giraffe and a squirrel and a bird and I don't know, something else at the bottom, and it's basically like exams are who can get to the top of this tree, but it doesn't mean that the elephant's not clever just because it will never be able to climb a tree. Does that make sense? Like, I know that's like really cringe, but that is kind of what it is. It's using one method to measure everyone's intelligence, and we all know that we're all so intricate and so complicated, and we don't learn the same way, and that some people are way more creative, and some people really struggle in exams, and some people, like, the anxiety gets to them, and some people can't revise. And I just think that it's trying to put like individuals into one box, but just don't let that letter on a piece of paper define you. But good luck to everyone who's sitting exams, and good luck to everyone who's already sat exams. Good luck for your results. Just do you, like, celebrate as soon as they're over. Reward yourself, like, take time to reward yourself. Take time to like do things that you love. It will keep you sane. You need to keep sane, yeah. plan stuff for little rewards, like say, okay, I'll do 4 hours of revision, then I'll, you know, go out for some tea, or I'll go to see this person, or I'll go for a drink, or whatever it is. Like, you're gonna need that to keep sane. But number one rule is, please just don't beat yourself up. Just do the best you can, and it is all gonna be okay. I promise you, it's all gonna be fine. Your life is not gonna stop, and yeah, just please take care, guys. Take care of yourselves. Like, take care in the exams. Just look after yourself. Like, breathe, it's fine, it's gonna be okay. And yeah, massive good luck to everyone, and yeah, thank you so much for watching. Please make sure you subscribe and like this video, and if anyone has any tips that they want to share, please just share them in the comments below. But yeah, good luck guys, I'll see you next time. Mwah!